I'm Spencer,
I'm Eric.
and this is The Itch. And we're here to review, for the 3DS, Stella Glow. Yeah? This is a tactical RPG where you play... Well, okay, so it mixes, like, the two big ones. Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem. Takes the best of both worlds and mashes it. Mashes it into one game.
It's a big smash of brothers.
Yeah, like a big smash where your brothers are in one game fighting each other.
All right.
It's crazy. And this game is, like it takes from Fire Emblem the leveling system where you attack somebody, you do a little bit of experience, a lot when you kill them. And you want your lower levels to get in there, your higher levels maybe just stay back and just support while you're getting all that stuff. It takes a lot of that camaraderie into it. It also takes...
That's kind of like the strategy for all tactic RPGs, but go on.
But it's really noticeable in that one.
Okay.
That one's like, because you'll always get these really high level characters with you, and you kind of have to manage the lower guys. So it doesn't include the like graduation system from it, where you can turn into like a knight.
Yeah, you go from
Like,
soldier
a little
to
guy.
knight.
It doesn't have that, and that's kind of lame. I really like that, but
Yeah.
they didn't include that. What it does have from the Final Fantasy side is when you end a turn, you're turning in one direction to try to find, like to be aiming towards a person, or you don't want your back turned to the enemy because there's back attacks.
Tactics Ogre did it as well.
And it has elevation included in it, and the different locations that'll give you stat boosts depending on what you're standing on, and all that stuff's in it too.
Tactics Ogre again.
So it's just like a tactics RPG. It's got the medieval setting. You've got characters with crossbows, swords,
Magic and shields.
magic, all that kind of stuff gets thrown in there, and everybody has their special abilities.
Do they sing?
That's just it. You're in this world where only witches can sing.
What?
Your character, Alto, cannot sing, nor can anyone else in the world unless they're a witch. Therefore, you'll know somebody's a witch
If they can sing.
if they can sing.
Bama!
Is that how it works?
Yeah, they all want to burn these witches. So,
How do you know she's a witch?
Monty Python forever. So, you're going to go through the story as Alto,
Okay.
who's an amnesiac. He wakes up in his village, or he wakes up one day and he gets thrown into this village, and he has no idea where he was. Very traditional RPG.
Typical.
Seen this a million times.
So the story is average?
Starts out average.
Okay.
And what happens is he meets this witch named Hilda, and originally you think that she's your friend. She's not.
Oh.
She ends up turning the city into crystal. Everybody gets frozen in time, essentially. And yeah, yeah, just singing and everyone's crystal.
Dead by ease.
Well, they're not dead, but they're in crystal form. So your quest then becomes to save them. You get introduced to this big city with all these knights, and you're like, I want to join up, and we got to fight to save everyone. So you got to go save all these people. So along the way, you'll meet different knights, you'll meet different witches, and then you'll grow and make your team what you want it to be. Now you have different classes and all that stuff. Everybody has their own abilities.
You can get witches on your team?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You talk to them, and then to enable them to really use their witch powers, you tune them.
Like a guitar? No, like a piano.
Yeah. No, with your penis.
Success.
It's weird. So the game has a weird sexual overtone to it, where all the girls are almost like, I guess it's hinted that they're almost like virgins because they haven't sung before, and they're like, tune me.
I'm sorry.
And one of them specifically is 13 years old. It's very, very well documented in the game, but she's 13.
Bad.
And she'll go, tune me, Alto, tune me. And then you have to go into her body. It's like almost like a mini level.
You go
and
into her body?
You do. You go into her, like, her brain, like, ugh. And to tune, you end up like stabbing them in the heart. And one of them's got like pretty big boobs. And you bend her over like that, and you just stick a knife in her like heart like this.
So
It's
graphically then, how good are these boobs?
They're quality boobs. No, it kind of has that chibi style that you get from a lot of 3DS tactics games and just RPGs in general for
Okay.
handhelds, because
Yeah.
they can't really hit that really high level that they always want
Yeah.
for consoles.
So it's Nintendo
you get
generic.
the inflated heads, little bodies, big boobs though.
Yeah.
And then it contrasts that with the actual anime style of dialogue, where they'll go through and it'll just be the head, and they'll go like, if there's a crazy thing, or they're mad,
Gotcha.
whatever. But some of the characters do have very large breasts, which is good.
Okay. So the singing that all these witches do, how is it? How's the sound?
It's kind of ironic. The sound is really nice. There's some good songs in it. Nothing really memorable until the witches actually sing, and it's good except they sing in Japanese. So while the Japanese songs are good, they're actually talking in English, singing in Japanese.
So they didn't translate that.
They didn't translate the vocals, which is, it makes sense because the songs I'm sure work in Japanese, and what's the point if all it is their audio?
Is
But
Gimme Chocolate any one of these songs?
I don't know what that is, but yes.
Awesome. I'm all for it.
So they do that singing stuff. It's okay. The voice acting itself is pretty good. The characters in general have a good feel to it. You're never like... And I think we're getting a lot better at getting these voices sounding decent. I remember a time, maybe PS2 era, where voice acting was pretty laughable and everyone just kind of said like it's garbage. I think we're getting far, far away from that, where voice acting is at least very decent nowadays. So it's passable on the voice acting side. Nothing to really talk more about for audio. That's pretty much it.
All right.
As far as the pros go, this game is a decent length. It's going to be about 30 hours. So 30 hours of play if you want to do all the side quests, which there are.
Oh, we got side quests.
There's some. It's not really like a specifically...
Like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of side quests where...
Yeah, just like things pop up and you just got to go kill them. It's not like, I need 5 things or anything. It's just like, there's a battle here. Do you want to do it? It's like, yeah, go ahead. So there's that. I mean, if you're a person that likes to min-max and go crazy with that stuff, then there's probably a game there for you. For me, it was kind of thrown in and I didn't really care for it. But as far as the actual length goes, about 30 hours. Pretty solid for what we want for a tactics RPG.
All right.
The graphics are fine. If you don't like the chibi style, then like Justin here, then you probably want to stay away from it. But otherwise, the graphics I thought were serviceable. The night environments look pretty nice. The sound is okay. It's got good music and stuff like that. That's when the witches are singing, so you can do that. Witches be crazy, you know what I'm saying? And the gameplay itself is very addictive. It's got a good tactics style that people are familiar with. It's got a nice system where you talk with your allies and try to gain each other's, friendship and stuff. And as soon as you advance it, you gain different bonuses by standing adjacent to it.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that. So that's really nice too. As far as the cons go, the story can be a little bit weak. It picks up like as soon as you get out of the beginning, but even still,
so like 2 hours in, 3 hours,
something like that. Yeah, okay. But even still, it's an anime story. So if you're not into anime stuff, where there's clearly there's a lot of tongue in cheek, and there's clearly like a very outrageous plot going on here.
Okay.
If you want something more down to earth, you're not going to get it. It's a little bizarre.
Yeah.
The sexualization of characters is pretty intense at times. If people want to complain about like sexuality in video games, there's a character in here who has very large breasts and a box over her face. She's literally wearing a cardboard box. It's like Sean's wife. So it's a little bit weird on that, and I think that takes an anime person to really embrace that. But as far as everything else, I mean, there's not a whole lot to really complain about in this game. It's got a lot going for it, and it's a fun tactical RPG. Probably one of the better ones of the year, if not on the 3DS in general.
Wow.
So at a $50 price point, I don't know if I can really recommend anything on the 3DS for $50.
I thought 3DS games were typically like 40.
Not third party.
Oh,
Nintendo are third party. When they do the Atlas imports and stuff, they get really expensive.
Yeah.
So as a 50,
okay, so Nintendo still needs their $40, and Atlas wants their 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So as a customer saying $50 for a portable game, I'm really hesitant to ever agree with it, especially at only maybe 30, maybe 50 hours of gameplay. I can't really recommend it because it's a handheld. Like these are games you kind of put down when you need to and yada yada. It's not like a full explosive experience. Mm-hmm. So I would say these games tend to go on sale, and maybe $30 would be a good price point for this one. But if you really really need a tactics RPG and you're like, I want to get one for this year that's great. This is the one for you. I would if you really need it, grab it.
All right, I'm gonna go get it.
I'm Spencer, and that was Eric over there. That's still in the room. He turned around. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a like and comment below. We do videos including quizzes every Tuesday and a podcast every Friday. Check us out on twitch.tv/thisistheitch and theitchnetwork.com, where you can check out links to our podcast and our friends at Does This Game Suck? If you have any questions or topics for us, email us at theshow@theitchnetwork.com. And don't forget, we do new videos every week.
editing. Ready?
Go whenever you guys are.
How's my hair, by the way?
Terrible. Terrible.
Okay. Wait, is it really bad?
It's not really bad.
Oh my